Hello again, it's Noob, and here we have a Master Lock box, and it's quite a beast. It's really big, and unlike a lot of these which you screw in to a wall, this one actually has a shackle on it. Now, I have on good authority from a locksmith who said to me that there are multiple versions of this box, so certain attacks will work on some not on others apparently. Again, I don't know for sure, but I do trust their opinion. Anyway, how does this work? Well, obviously this would probably be attached to a hasp or a door handle or something secure. You put in your code, this happens to all be all zeros, you pull down the latch and it opens up, and you can see the mechanism here opening and closing. You can release the shackle by pulling this little, again, latch and pulling up, and there you go. And you can put whatever you want inside here, usually keys, and then lock it back up and you're good to go. Now, one of my issues with one of these is if you have this hanging out the front of your house or on your caravan or whatever it is, you know, if in the US these are like called realtor boxes or realtor lock boxes, I think, and quite often keys left in here, you're advertising really that you got something valuable in here. And these shackles are, you know, relatively thick but prone to physical attacks too. So I would always say if you're going to use one of these, and sometimes you might not have a choice but to, try and put that in a place where it's not easily visible. Anyway, how do we attack this? Well, the first thing I'd try to do, of course, is pull this latch down, and you can see this is on 0070, so I'm just going to pull that really firmly down. I'm going to go to the correct number, and well, it didn't unlock. Why? Listen when I let go. Hear that? And then it'll open. Oddly enough, I can't feel by pulling this down any of the gates, or at least not easily. That it's very subtle, and when you don't have all of the numbers in position, you literally cannot feel them go in. And even when it's all there, you need to let go of that tension a little bit to allow the mechanism to go in. So I can't decode these via that method, or at least not on this model of this lockbox. Another attack could be to try and do a Master Lock 175 attack. So you go in with a tool like this, down the side, you try to push up the mechanism. But actually on a lock like this, the mechanism does not work like that. That isn't how this mechanism works. So by doing that, you're doing nothing at all. You might also want to try to see if you can run this down the side of the wheels and see if you can feel on an unshielded wheel whether you can feel the gate from the side. And on this, again, I can't. It doesn't mean on other models or with a slightly adapted tool you couldn't, but as per standard, none of those attacks work. So how do you attack a lock like this? Well, I have made a tool like the one Lockpicking Lawyer made, and I don't know if he was the first person to make a tool like this, but certainly that's how I heard of it, which is just a notched decoding tool. The idea is you go in and you grab, so say that's a gate at the back of a wheel, and that's the locking mechanism. They need to mesh. This actually grabs hold of the locking mechanism and pulls it towards the wheel pack, and you can see that in action. If I just put this down the side here, turn this dial forwards a little bit so it's just outside of the true gate, and then pull back, you'll see that by pushing or pulling the locking bar into the gates, it'll turn this dial round like that. So this does work on this model. So yeah, I think that Lockpicking Lawyer sells a tool just like this on his Covert Instruments site. I made this out of some feeler gauge, which I cut with a pair of scissors. It's only 5/1000ths of an inch. It's so flexible. A hole punch to make the notch, and the handle's made out of really big, thick 13mm cable tie, and it makes an excellent handle material. It really does. Right, let's have a go at decoding this. So the first thing you need to do is turn it around so I can't see anything. Reset, scramble. Make sure every position is actually in the right place. You don't want it like halfway between a number. Let go. Close up. Then scramble. And then we can do a bit more scrambling if we want. There we go. And start there. Right. So Some of these types of lockboxes are easier to do this method on than others. This one I tend to try to work between pairs by say starting on this one and then moving this tool between the wheels. So I'm going to start down the side of this, I'm going to go in, grab, and then try to feel and hear, which I think is that. It could be a 0 actually, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to try the other wheels, but I don't think I'm going to get them straight away on this side. Oh, no way could I have got 2 zeros by scrambling. Possible though. Okay, I'm going to swap between and go down the side of this wheel if I can. Maybe here, and grab, there we go, and try this one. That seems to be a bit quick, so I'll try this wheel now. Wait, that's 1. I believe that's right. Possibly that one. I'm going to swap over now to this side if I can. And try the third wheel. Which I'm failing to do. I'm not grabbing that very easily. I don't think that's a number, so obviously haven't grabbed the locking mechanism very tightly there. So that's 1856. I'll try that again just to make sure I've got that number at the back. Yeah, it's definitely 6. That one should be 5. Let's try that again. That's definitely 5. That's 1, I think. So let's. I think that's 1. So I think it's probably just this wheel, the second wheel here, which isn't right still. So go in, grab the mechanism. It's binding very heavily. And I think that's a number. 1956, I think. And there we go, got it open. You could tell because when you get that last number, you can feel the bar like move towards you at that point. It's very distinct. So yeah, there we go. That's it, decoded. Very cool indeed. And then you can reset it back to whatever you want, which as ever, I always set back to zeros because I have a terrible habit of forgetting with all my combination locks, if I don't, what the numbers are. So I always reset everything to 0 if I can at the end, so that I then can remember what my code is. There you go. So hope you enjoyed that video. You can see that the technique really works. It really doesn't take long to make a tool like this, although like I said, you can buy them commercially as well. Really good fun technique to try. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you comment below, I read all the comments. I try to reply to as many as I can. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate you subscribing. It all helps. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.